Technology has become both a blessing and a curse. It connects us, informs us, and empowers us. Yet, this same technology has a dark side, a hidden underbelly that threatens our most fundamental rights. Our privacy, once a sanctuary, is under constant assault from unseen forces. Every click, every like, every search is tracked, analyzed, and exploited. The digital age has ushered in an era of unprecedented surveillance. Governments and corporations alike are amassing vast troves of data on our every move. This data, often collected without our knowledge or consent, can be used to manipulate our thoughts, control our behavior, and silence dissent. This is not a dystopian fantasy, it is the reality we live in. The lines between our physical and digital selves are blurring, and the consequences are far-reaching. We are witnessing the rise of a surveillance state that threatens the very fabric of our society. The time to act is now. We must shine a light on these covert operations and demand accountability. Our privacy, our freedom, and our future depend on it. The tools of surveillance are becoming increasingly sophisticated and insidious. From facial recognition software to predictive policing algorithms, technology is being used to monitor and control populations on an unprecedented scale. Our phones, once tools of communication, have become tracking devices. Data brokers collect and sell our personal information without our knowledge. Our online activity is tracked, analyzed, and used to create detailed profiles that are then used to target us with advertising, propaganda, and even disinformation. This manipulation can have a profound impact on our thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors. The danger extends beyond targeted advertising. Authoritarian regimes are using these same tools to identify and silence dissidents. Journalists, activists, and anyone who dares to challenge the status quo are at risk. This is not just about privacy, it is about power. The power to control information is the power to control society. And in the digital age, that power is concentrated in the hands of a select few. The erosion of privacy has profound psychological consequences. The constant threat of surveillance creates a climate of fear and suspicion. It erodes trust, not only in institutions, but also in our relationships with one another. Studies have shown that privacy violations can lead to anxiety, depression, and even post-traumatic stress disorder. The feeling of being watched, of having our every move scrutinized, can be deeply unsettling. It can make us feel vulnerable, exposed, and powerless. For some, the impact is even more severe. Individuals with psychic flesh type, as one might describe it, experience the world with heightened sensitivity. They are bombarded by the thoughts, emotions, and energies of others. For them, the invasion of privacy is not just an abstract concept, it is a visceral assault on their very being. These individuals often feel overwhelmed, exhausted, and deeply violated. They may withdraw from society, fearing further intrusion. Their experiences, though often dismissed or misunderstood, highlight the very real and often debilitating impact of privacy violations. Imagine, if you will, a world where your thoughts are no longer your own, where the whispers of your mind are intercepted, analyzed, and used against you. This is the reality for those who experience the world with a heightened psychic sensitivity. For these individuals, the digital age has become a minefield of psychic intrusions. Every click, every swipe, every online interaction leaves them vulnerable to exploitation. Their thoughts, emotions, and even their dreams are no longer safe. Consider the case of one such individual, a woman we'll call Sarah. From a young age, Sarah was aware of her unique ability to sense the thoughts and emotions of others. It was a gift, but also a burden. The constant influx of information was overwhelming, leaving her feeling drained and vulnerable. As technology advanced, Sarah found herself increasingly bombarded by psychic intrusions. Her online activity, once a source of connection, became a source of anxiety. She felt like she was constantly being watched, her every thought and emotion monitored and analyzed. Sarah's story is not unique. It is a stark reminder that the erosion of privacy has very real and often devastating consequences for those who experience the world with heightened sensitivity. Their experiences, though often dismissed or misunderstood, highlight the urgent need for greater awareness and protection. Section 5. A system-rigged corruption and the failure of justice. The pursuit of justice for victims of technology-enabled crimes is often a frustrating and disheartening experience. Law enforcement agencies, ill-equipped to handle the complexities of these cases, often fail to take them seriously. Victims are left feeling unheard, disbelieved, and abandoned by the very system that is supposed to protect them. This lack of accountability extends to the corporations responsible for developing and deploying these invasive technologies. Driven by profit and shielded by powerful lobbies, they operate with impunity, their actions rarely subject to meaningful scrutiny or regulation. The result is a system rigged against the individual, a system where the powerful are free to exploit the vulnerable without consequence, a system that prioritizes profit over people and technology over human rights. This is not justice, it is a travesty, and it is a travesty that demands our attention and our outrage. Section 6. The price of silence, societal harm, and the erosion of trust. The consequences of unchecked technological surveillance extend far beyond the individual. When privacy is eroded, trust is eroded. Trust in our institutions, trust in our fellow citizens, and trust in the very fabric of our society. This erosion of trust has a corrosive effect on democracy. It creates a climate of fear and suspicion, making it difficult to engage in open and honest dialogue. It silences dissent and discourages participation in civic life. The long-term consequences are dire. A society without trust is a society on the brink of collapse. It is a society where fear reigns supreme, where freedom is but a distant memory, and where the human spirit is crushed under the weight of oppression. We must not allow this to happen. We must fight for our right to privacy, for our right to freedom, and for the future of our democracy. Section 7. Reclaiming our digital selves, solutions for a safer tomorrow. The challenges posed by technology are complex, but not insurmountable. We can build a future where technology empowers us without encroaching on our fundamental rights. A future where privacy is respected, data is protected, and human dignity is paramount. This requires a multi-pronged approach. We need stronger laws and regulations that protect our privacy in the digital age. We need to hold corporations accountable for the ethical implications of their technologies, and we need to educate ourselves and others about the importance of digital literacy and online safety. There are concrete steps we can take today. We can use privacy-enhancing technologies like VPNs and encrypted messaging apps. We can advocate for stronger data protection laws, and we can support organizations that are fighting for our digital rights. The fight for privacy is a fight for freedom. It is a fight for the future we want to create, a future where technology serves humanity, not the other way around. Section 8. The fight for justice, legal recourse, and holding perpetrators accountable. For those who have been victims of technology-enabled crimes, the fight for justice can be long and arduous, but it is a fight worth fighting. There are legal avenues available, and there are organizations dedicated to helping victims seek redress. Filing a complaint with the appropriate authorities is a crucial first step. While law enforcement agencies may not always be equipped to handle these complex cases, it is important to document the abuse and create a record of the harm that has been inflicted. Seeking legal counsel from attorneys specializing in privacy law and technology-related crimes is essential. They can help victims understand their rights, navigate the legal system, and pursue appropriate remedies. It is also important to remember that victims are not alone. There are organizations, such as the Electronic Frontier Foundation and the American Civil Liberties Union, that provide legal assistance and advocacy for individuals whose rights have been violated. Section 9. Hope in the Darkness, a call for reform and a more just future. The revelations of widespread surveillance and data exploitation have shaken our faith in the digital world. But amidst the darkness, there is hope. The global outcry against these abuses is a testament to the enduring human spirit, our unwavering belief in the fundamental right to privacy. This is a pivotal moment in human history. We have a choice to make. We can continue down the path of unchecked surveillance and control, or we can choose a different future. A future where technology serves humanity, not the other way around. This will require a fundamental shift in our thinking. We must move beyond the narrow confines of national security and corporate profit and embrace a broader vision of human rights in the digital age. The time for complacency is over. The time for action is now. Let us rise to the challenge and build a future where privacy is not a privilege, but a right enjoyed by all. Let us create a world where technology empowers us, connects us, and uplifts us, without compromising our freedom, our dignity, or our humanity. This is the future we must fight for. This is the future we deserve.